Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5, temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just a different day.
Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another edition of Red's View. I have DJ PM with me again. Now we got to get on some serious stuff.
Okay.
You are the hot topic today. Kanye West. Kanye West. We got to get on you, man. Hey,
Did you make that up yourself,
hey,
Kanye West?
Yeah, Kanye
I like
West.
that.
Got to,
I
man.
like that.
Hey, so let's go on ahead and talk about it. The name of this episode is called When Did We Lose Kanye? When did we lose Kanye? So, I'm going to go ahead and start it off.
I'm listening. Talk to me.
I felt like we lost Kanye once he lost his mom for one.
Okay.
And then to put the icing on the cake, the getting with Kim Kardashian for two. Somewhere around that, I'm not sure what year it was, because I'm a Kanye fan, but not like a hardcore fan.
I got you.
But, I feel like those are two things that kind of, made us lose him.
I feel like definitely when his mom died was the start of it. It was like the tip of it. Then when he married a Kardashian, and we all know they're famous for what again? Yeah. So anyway.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
So anyway, and then I feel like the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say, was when him and Jay fell out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Jay was like kind of keeping him grounded and kind of keeping him like, you know what I mean? Like whatever word I'm trying to say. Because I mean, you got to think about it. Like even Jay-Z, who's a billionaire, him and Beyonce together.
Right.
He still keeps real niggas around him now.
Right.
He got a lot of white folks and Jewish people and people like that around him. But he still keep Tata, Beehive.
It's important.
You know what I'm saying? He still keep them same cats around him. Myth Bleak still around him.
Yeah.
And Bleak still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So
at 40, almost 50 years old.
Yeah. So I feel like that's where we lost Kanye, when he took all the real people from around him.
Yeah, and when we say lost, when did we lose Kanye? It's like Kanye just hasn't been the same.
Right.
From when he came up with College Dropout.
Right.
And then he came out with Late Registration. It's like after graduation.
Yeah.
It's like it's been a change. And it's like I just remember him being. He brought conscious rap back to the forefront.
He made it cool again.
He made it cool again. Because conscious rap used to be hot in the 80s, early 90s.
Right. But
then it kind of dwindled once gangster rap took over. But he made it impactful.
And he put me on a lot of conscious artists, like Talib, when he had him on his album.
Common. He brought Kanye's career to
Right. He made Common hot again. He put, I can't think of the poet, but the poet that was on the first album, on the Never Let Me Down record.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't think of his name. Yeah.
But that record was hard.
I remember the XXL magazine cover with all of those conscious rappers.
Right.
Dave Chappelle had them on there, whatever. And shout out to Kanye for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Brother changed his voice and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
Yeah, he has a different dialect.
I never realized.
I
never knew that you could just do that. Yeah. Like, unless you move to like a different country or something.
I first noticed that on Ellen.
Yeah.
And then another one when he did the BBC radio.
Right. With the studio.
British guy. Yeah. It's funny, but anyway. So his negative publicity isn't working for him.
Yes, hell yes. Because I mean, all right. So like, I was at a place today where like all older people, like everybody that was at the table was probably like, I was eating lunch with them. And everybody at the table was probably like 40 and up. Mm-hmm. And when I sat down, they was like, oh, PM, I bet you know about this. And they brought up the Kanye Poopity Scoop song.
Right.
And I was like, how the hell do y'all even know this? Like, why are we talking about this? Like, I can't, like, it's not a business meeting, but it's a business meeting. Anyway,
right.
And the first thing they wanted to talk about was the Poopity Scoop record. So it's working. Like, it's people... like that would never talk about Kanye normally are talking about Kanye.
Right.
So yes, it's working. Like these people don't listen to Kanye. I don't even know if they listen to rap music generally.
Yeah.
Like, cause these ain't just like, I'm not just talking about older black people. I'm talking about older Caucasian people.
Right.
There was an Asian person at the table. I don't listen to no Kanye, but they all knew the Poopity Scoop record.
Right.
And that goes back to the whole streams thing. If all them streamed the record,
then
it's working.
Yeah. So my thing is this. Yes, it is working, but not in the right way of which I think years later he's going to regret this.
I agree.
Now, I don't feel like anything else Kanye has done in the past, I'm talking about from jumping on stage, interrupting Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I don't feel like that's anything he regrets. Just a lot of things, I just don't see it. But this one, when it comes to racial issues that never have left America,
right.
This is like the iceberg. of everything. You know what I'm saying? So right now it feels like he's alienating his black fan base to the core.
Right.
Now, Eminem did the opposite. He alienated his white fan base with the whole Donald Trump thing. And we saw what happened with that. He still was number 1 on the charts, but those were his lowest first week sales since his first album that came out. I think it was lower than his first album.
It probably was, but I'll guarantee you this will be Kanye's best-selling album. Or at least best streamed album or most listened to album, because people don't really buy albums anymore.
Depending on how he puts it out. Because last time he did it on his own terms.
I'm telling you, this will be Kanye's best and most, not best streamed album, but most streamed album. Definitely.
Because the fact that he's supporting the whole Make America Great Again.
He's getting so many new fans by doing that. Not only that, but Kanye has so many loyal fans that he can come out and say, fuck your mom.
Right.
And he'll be like, and people be like, well, my mom shouldn't have said nothing to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm still going to listen to this album. And it's a lot of people that's like, yo, I don't care what Kanye says. I don't care what he thinks politically. I just want the music.
The music, yeah. And I know people like that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that.
And the thing is that when hip-hop's core is black people. That's where it comes from.
Without a doubt.
So if you take them out of the equation, I'm telling you, years from now, right now, the fire is hot. But fire don't last forever.
No, it don't.
And I feel like this is going to be what makes or breaks him.
Okay.
As far as this. Now, and let me say this. I feel like he had to do this. The
reason
reason I feel like Kanye had to do this is because if you I don't know if you looked at his interview with Charlamagne the God that was
I haven't watched
released.
it yet.
He was talking about the life of Pablo and how he didn't have many radio records on there, and he was have to compete with DJ Khaled and Drake and all that stuff. So if Kanye is admitting I'm cool right now, like I'm not as hot as I used to be, what do I have to do in order? And he's always been known for controversy. I feel like that's one of the reasons he married Kim Kardashian.
Right, of course.
You're always in the tabloids.
Right.
If you taking a shit, you're married to Kim Kardashian, so it don't matter. So I feel like this was the best way to make an impact. Notice he don't even have to put out an album if he didn't want to.
Because we're talking about
it, and I've been trying to avoid it because I don't like this being a gossip show.
For sure.
But this has been so much in the last 2 weeks. It's like he's outlasted the whole Bill Cosby thing.
Right. And it's crazy you brought up the whole Kardashian thing, because what I was going to say is, like, that. I think this is all coming from that side of the empire, because they have an empire, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. The Kardashians and Yeezy have an empire.
They do.
And I think this is like, come on, man. We all know the Kardashians will do anything to get their name buzzing. They'll do anything to sell makeup, anything to make money. And so I believe Kanye is just taking a play out of the Kardashian playbook.
He is. And I think that this is, like I said,
which is bullshit, Kanye.
The most impactful way to go about it. We have Donald Trump, the most controversial, arguably the most controversial president we've ever had. Why not?
You think he's more controversial than Obama was?
Yes. The only reason I say that is because he says what he wants to say.
Okay.
Obama had a filter. Obama was controversial already just because he was black.
I give you that. I give you that.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Bet. So I feel like this was the best way for Kanye to come back. He's been out of the game. What was it? He hadn't been tweeting for like a year, but for Kanye, a year is like 5 years to us.
Yeah, because we used to him always saying some dumb shit.
Yeah, and normally artists have to have like Drake, for example. Drake has to have a groundbreaking record to come back.
Which he always does.
Give him that. Kanye is tweeting. He's on Twitter talking about just random stuff.
And researched his whole career.
Yeah.
Not that he had fallen off, because I don't want to say Kanye had fallen off.
He never fell off.
But I mean, it definitely brought him back to the spotlight. Definitely brought him back to being talked about without Rock Nation, without Jay-Z, without Beyonce,
all that.
It's all about Kanye.
Yeah, and for folks who forgot, before he went on this whole hospital thing and he went crazy, he was already Team Donald Trump anyway, right when he first got elected.
He was. So now that you said that word, I'm gonna ask you this.
Okay.
Do you think he's crazy?
Kanye?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's crazy. Everybody's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're all victims of white supremacy, so I mean, everybody's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he is. I think he's just strategic.
Okay.
It's just that the way he says stuff is not the norm. We don't know how to take criticism. We don't know how to take people being vocal. That's why Donald Trump is always looked at, I can't believe he said that.
Right.
But you're a racist person. You know, we got racist people in America. I'm like, you know that you're racist, and you know he should be racist.
Of course.
So, you know, it is what it is. So, let's get on this track. It's been a hot topic.
Okay.
It's called
Poopity Scoop.
Not that one.
No, not that one.
Not that one.
That's my shit, dog.
That's your shit. The beat is
literally Poopity Scoop.
Scoopity
That's my shit.
It's on
See
Rap Genius too. Y'all
See
can go check that out.
Poopity Scoop. That's my shit. Some of y'all will catch that next week. Don't worry about it. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we got Ye versus the People.
Gotcha.
And T.I.P. Clifford Harris.
Shout out to Tip, man.
Is the voice of the people on the track.
Tip been holding the people down for a while now, dog.
Y'all need
Shout
to check out
man.
Us or Else.
Shout out to Tip, dog.
So what did you think about the track? Your honest opinion.
Honest opinion, it was cool.
Okay.
I liked what they did. Okay, so first and foremost, as a song, it's trash. Like, as a song, it's trash. But the concept was dope. Mm-hmm. And the idea was dope. Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me of what T.I. did on T.I. versus T.I.P.
Right.
Or Cassidy versus The Hustler.
Right.
Or whoever did it first. Like, I don't want to shade nobody.
Right. Because, you know, Tip would get mad real quick.
Real quick. Because I started trap music. Shout, you know, you kick the head to the side and get the...
Right.
I don't want no beef, Tip.
We good.
But nah, so whoever started it, it kind of reminds me of that.
I didn't think it was trash. I think it was interesting.
Yeah.
I think that it sounded like a Kanye song, and I've been missing Kanye music. This sound like the beat, the Poopity Scoop, and this particular beat reminds me of traditional Kanye.
Right.
Sped up soul samples.
Right. I love the Poopity Scoop sample, by the way.
Yeah.
The beat is bananas.
Yeah.
But he got to get them Dr. Seuss rhymes up out of here, my nigga. Get that shit the fuck up out of here.
But he did it just so we could be talking about it.
Absolutely. So it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
But Ye versus the People. Dope concept.
Right.
T.I. talked that talk. He really held it down for the people. Like, I really felt like he was speaking for me. Like, a lot. I didn't agree with everything, but a lot of things he said, I was like, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Ye was just on some... Man, I don't know if it's like a Yes Massa type thing.
It was on
some
coonish,
shucking and jiving.
It was cooning. He was bug breaking. He was doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I like I said, I like the track for what it was worth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, it does. Now, what it does do, it makes you wonder how the album is going to turn out.
It does, and it got us talking about it.
It does.
So then it did its job.
He won. Kanye wins versus the People on this particular track.
Gotcha.
All right. So the thoughts on him saying slavery is a choice. I'm sorry, slavery was a choice. Kanye West on TMZ said that after 400 years of oppression, slavery was a choice.
Look, you see my face?
I already see your face. So that was said today. Let me speak my piece on that. Okay. Never will I ever agree with someone saying something so absurd like that.
So fucking absurd.
It's like, as a black man, I just couldn't fix my mouth to say something like that.
Ever.
Now, if someone wants to come to me and say, hey, our ancestors could have got out of slavery,
right,
I can agree with them because of the Nat Turner Rebellion.
Right.
There's been different rebellions that I think were in Texas, Louisiana.
Of course, Harriet Tubman.
It's a lot of stuff. Yes, the country of Haiti, the Haitians,
the entire country.
The entire country.
Shout out my dog DJ Cash, stop I say.
The Haitian Revolution, people don't like to talk about it. It's celebrated with us, but people don't like to talk about it.
Well, it ain't even celebrated with us being African Americans.
Not all of us.
It's celebrated with Haitians.
With Haitians, but
I
celebrate.
But
I
was about to say.
So the thing is, with that, I could understand that logic, saying that, hey, if everybody got together, you could have did something.
Which is a fact.
Right, but...
Which is a fact, because as a historian, I've said many times that on most plantations, there, especially like big ones, there could be 100, 200 slaves, and only
4 or 5, like 10, a family,
10 white people,
right?
But what Kanye is negating and not mentioning is all of the factors that were put into place to oppress black people and to break our minds. For one, nigga, we couldn't even read and write.
Right.
How me and you gonna get on the same page and we can't even communicate?
Right.
2, dog, does Kanye not understand that they used to do shit like tie one leg up to one horse and another leg up to another horse and hit the horses in the back and make them rip a man apart in front of everybody? You know what that kind of shit would do to your mind?
Right.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like when they whipped somebody, they whipped them in front of everybody.
Exactly.
To make a point.
They would rape men in front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
Just to let you know.
Like, come on, man. So, I think it's like, for one, it's an insult, bro. Mm-hmm. It's an insult to black people as a whole to say slavery was a choice. Mm-hmm. Two, it's an gross overstatement because we just named a bunch of people that rebelled and either were successful or they failed, but either way, they got out of slavery. Right. And for three, it's just like, okay, you had slavery or you had death. Mm-hmm. Like, those were really your two choices. Mm-hmm. Like, the people that got out, they are the exception. They're not the rule. Don't get that shit twisted. Right. For every Harriet Tubman, there were probably 100 Nat Turners that got caught. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't an everyday thing.
It wasn't at all.
You know what I mean? And even if it was, they made sure to make an example. Like when Nat Turner did that shit, they don't tell you how many people behind the scenes got killed just to make an example.
And just like how the OJ trial went on, and OJ won, we're still paying for it to this day. Right. We are still paying for it. So the fact that Kanye did this, I don't give a fuck if it's press, good publicity, negative publicity. You do not. And hip hop, the foundation of hip hop, creators of hip hop, this genre are black people. Right. You are alienating your fan base. I don't know if if you're in the sunken place so far to where you don't give a shit about that.
That's what I was just about to say.
Dude, like,
because we talked about that before now.
We're the last people you should turn your back on.
Right, but we also talked about before in another episode about how there's more white people than black people in America. So technically, it might not be a bad business decision.
Of course,
that's all I'm saying. Haul, but it's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's bullshit.
Your dignity, you know.
It's bullshit. If I seen Kanye right now, I'd fight him.
Yeah, he want to fight Kanye.
Yeah,
he want to give him a dance.
Listen, whatever you want to do, Kanye. Boxing gloves, no boxing gloves, it's whatever, big dog.
One interesting thing that I saw, Daz Dillinger had said that he wants to seek the Crips on Kanye,
which is bullshit.
Which is my thing right now.
Right.
How come you're not seeking the Crips on white supremacists,
right,
who kill us every day, like the cops? If you're so mad about Kanye, another brother, you know what I'm saying, on some coon stuff, right? How come you're not getting those Crips, right, and having that aggression on towards people who kill our children and women and us? Man, like, that's crazy.
Or Crips that do that to us. But that's another conversation. Yeah. That's another conversation. And let me clarify that first. And that's not on no Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter bullshit either. Like, I'm not saying that to justify the killings of us by white people by any means. Right. I'm just saying, like, if it's fucked up when Kanye do it, then it got to be fucked up when they do it. And if it's fucked up when they do it, then it got to be fucked up when we do it. Right. But I'm not justifying that bullshit at all.
And I'm not justifying killing white cops or white supremacists. I'm just saying in this
I'm not either.
This particular situation, like, you know, like, you can't, you know.
Yeah. But anyway.
So are we looking forward to this new album? I think it's called Love Everybody. That's the code name for right now.
Yeah. No, I'm not even gonna listen to it.
You're not gonna listen to it?
Not even gonna listen to it.
Are you sure? You're a DJ.
Not even gonna listen to it. Kanye ain't made a record for the club since Put On.
You sure?
Name one.
Father Stretch My Hands.
A club record.
It played in the club, so it's not.
That's not a club record. They might have played it in the club. That ain't no club record.
But take that out of it. I mean, take out of you being a DJ and having to spin it somewhere. I mean, being a DJ, you have to love music, so you're not going to listen to Kanye.
But certain music I just don't listen to.
So you're not. You sure? He looked like he's about to go on the sunken place. I'm just saying.
Bruh.
Now ask me the same question.
Are you going to listen to Kanye?
Of course I'm going to listen to the album.
Well, that's you.
The reason I'm going to listen to the album, I'm intrigued to just know what it is. And the thing is, I don't want to support that, but I listen to bad albums all the time that end up getting...
That means Kanye won.
Downloads and stuff like that.
That means Kanye won.
Kanye won from this episode that we made right now. What are you talking about? He already won.
Yo, listen, if everybody just listens to see what's the fuck going on, he won.
He won. Yeah.
He won.
He's winning.
How many people in America? I don't know. All right, let's say a whole lot, okay? Let's say a whole lot of them are between the ages of... What age did you really start listening to music? About 11, 10, 12?
No.
Like
Are you talking about like buying my own stuff?
Yeah, and like really start listening to it.
Yeah, probably like
and start like taking in what people
probably
are
like
saying.
10.
I ain't
10,
talking about the
right.
whoopity scoop shit.
Right.
All right. So if you take everybody from 10 years old, we'll say to 50, right? In America, just America. And half of them listen to it just because we want to hear what he got to say. That's a lot of streams.
It is, of course. Controversy creates cash. Eric Bischoff showed you that. But WCW ended up losing to WWE at the end of the day.
Correct. And again, like I said, I'm not going to check for it. You tell me how it was and I believe you.
Okay, of course. You already know I'm gonna check it out. Now, that doesn't mean that I support Kanye in this particular action, but how Kanye was presented to me was a conscious rapper who brought conscious rap back to the forefront.
And I'm just like, man.
So I just want to see if I'm interested to see just as a hip-hop
I see what
fan.
you're saying. So you thinking he's doing all this just to get people to listen, but he really gonna be back on his college dropout shit.
It could be. That's what
if
I'm
you
saying.
listen to it and say it's like that, then I'll listen to it.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna listen to it just off verse.
That's the only reason that I'm intrigued just to see. Because I'm like, you did all this bullshit. I'm wondering if this is just a way to just say, hey, y'all, I got a classic on my hands. Listen to this stuff.
Gotcha.
So I'll check that out. We'll get this, review done eventually. But if you haven't already subscribed to the We Authentic Music YouTube channel, go on ahead, follow him on what?
At TheeDJPM.
Hey, you already know where to follow me at JAYR3D. This is ResView.
Hey, before we sign out, long live Lil Lonnie, man. R.I.P. Lil homie.
R.I.P. Lil Lonnie. Also, check out the Young, Black, and Gifted official video. J-Red featuring Shiesty. Young, Black, and Gifted. Get her on iTunes, Amazon, Apple Music, Tidal, all that stuff.
Bastards.
So this is official.
I just always like saying that.
This is official. ResView, we're signing out.
Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Same old shit, just a different day. I'm clocking in and clocking out to keep the bills paid. At this 9 to 5 temporarily. If you not trying to live your dream, we are not the same. Oh no, we are not the same. We don't have the same thought patterns. I'm trying to fly up to the sky while you climb the ladder. I'm on a different path while you staying in your lane. Instead of buying a ticket, I'd rather be on stage. You rather follow procedures while I would take a chance. I'd rather find out for myself than wondering what if. You rather have a salary before a